1861 to 1865. 4 of the bloodiest years in the history of the United States. A time when men of the South raised up the Confederacy and fought for the cause. And men of the North fought to save the Union. The struggle has been glamorized by many names. War between the states. The War of the Rebellion. Although one name describes it best, the Civil War. Even though the report from the last musket fired faded away over 125 years ago, there are those who try to recreate and preserve this period in American history. They are Civil War reenactors. Why do these men travel across the country, spending a small fortune in the process, to participate in reenactments of battles fought long ago?
What we try to do is present a first-person portrayal that will give the viewing public a chance to meet people from that time period. We have to read a lot of memoirs, diaries, and books that deal specifically with the everyday life of those individual soldiers of the time.
Reenactors share the common love of history, but this love is expensive. These enthusiasts pay over $1,000 each to outfit themselves with the appropriate period accoutrements. And reenactors strive for authenticity, not only in what they wear, but also what they do on the battlefield. A small but typical event is taking place at the birthplace of humorist Will Rogers in Oologah, Oklahoma. Rain doused the participants the night before, but the day has dawned bright and windy. The reenactment is based on the Battle of Bogey Depot, fought in Indian Territory during November of 1862. Modern-day soldiers of the blue and the gray have come from Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Texas, and Virginia to fight in the battle. The host organization is the Trans-Mississippi Rifles of the Oklahoma Living History Association. Visitors see the soldiers portraying camp life as it was during the war. A young Union soldier eats peaches from a can, while his counterpart in the Confederate camp takes a nap in the afternoon sun. Before the battle, doctors and a soldier discuss the gruesome wounds to come. Certain soldiers will act as though they are wounded. A soldier tries on an appliance to be used. It will simulate the stump left after a hand has been blown away. At last, the soldiers prepare for battle. They test fire and finally load their weaponry. Cap and ball pistols and muzzle-loading rifles with black powder charges. Only one thing differs between the reenactors and their real-life Civil War counterparts. No bullets will be used. Are these the faces, the very same faces that were seen on the battlefields of Bull Run, Honey Springs, Pea Ridge, Shiloh, and Chickamauga over a century ago? Reenactor Randy Tilley is a direct descendant of Confederate General Albert Sidney Johnston, who was killed at the Battle of Shiloh in 1862.
And I do reenacting as a hobby because I enjoy the Civil War. I fight for the South, for my family, ancestors of General Albert Sidney Johnston.
Are you authentic right down to the last detail?
As authentic as you can get, the last detail. My beard isn't original, though.
Youngsters anxiously await to see what they've only read about or briefly seen in movies. The Confederates take their positions, as do the Federal troops. Suddenly, a scout on horseback sights the Federal troops and gallops back to warn the rest of the Confederates nearby. And the battle begins. Federals were simply outnumbered. The Confederates have their victory, but it has been a costly one. The battleground is littered with reenactors play-acting the dead. Quickly, the field hospital comes to life. Doctors care for the wounded. In reality, Civil War physicians helped kill more of their patients than they actually cured. Bacteria and germs were unknown by medicine in the 1860s. Antiseptic was not in existence. As adults and children watch, they come face to face with the cold realities of war. A doctor looks over a wounded soldier about to lose his leg. Not far away, nurses try to comfort a soldier dying from an apparent loss of blood. Living history, not presented in a sugar-coated form, but the way it happened. Is reenacting battles fun? Is it really worth the time and trouble?
You never can tell. Every event's different. For example, some events are fought in 104-degree weather, some are in freezing temperatures, the wind, snow, all of it affects either your enjoyment or disenjoyment, but it always just generates an awful lot of memories.
Now, the battle over, the men of the blue and the gray sit together, telling jokes, laughing, and listening to stories of past battles. They have taken another step towards the reenactors' goal: to touch a part of history, to know what life was really like during the Civil War.
It was the heaviest fighting battle that I'd ever seen. Them Yankees, they're a brave bunch of fellas. Well, the biggest fools God ever put on this earth. 'Cause they rushed down on us, even though we were laying down the most murderous fire you ever saw. Cannons a-booming, cavalry a-charging. It was a sight, something I'll probably never see of again, or never forget.
Ghost stories.
If you believe them or not, carry a thrill, a chill,